Marriage is sweet, so they were taught during pre-marriage classes. However, no part of the teachings prepared Mr. Rume for this. When events that shake your faith happens, they can literally shake your whole world. He hasn't been the same since last December. It was supposed to be a joyous trip for Christmas, but it quickly became a sad reminder of his present predicament. He can't seem to get the picture out of his mind. Neither can he come close to his wife any longer. He has tried and prayed, but he still can't help it. He buried his head in activities to get the pictures out of his mind. That was the only way he could stay sane when he was with his wife. But she often disturbed that balance. There isn't a day that ends well whenever there was confrontations.
Your wife needs attention.
What was this? What is all this again?
What? Can't a woman have a feel of her own husband again? Hey, you've been avoiding me since that unfortunate incident. It's not fair. Do you think I'm infected or what?
What do you mean?
Please stop pretending as if you don't know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Please, I'm not in the mood for argument this night, okay? Please.
I know exactly how you feel. See, I had to go through tests just to prove to me that I don't have anything. I've gone through tests and the doctor has confirmed that there's nothing wrong with me.
And I didn't ask you to do so.
I know, but I have to do it for you to be comfortable with me.
Okay, can I please just go to the bed? I'm coming to be with you shortly. Okay?
That's what you've been saying. That you will sneak in when I'm slept, you won't touch me. Honey, this is not fair. Rume, this is me that you're treating like this. How?
No, man. See, there are lots of things on this what to do than sex. Why are you so powerful with this? Are you still looking for children? Don't you have already? What is all this? For Christ's sake.
What he didn't expect and has not been able to come to grip with was what his wife did next. she didn't even follow the conventional wisdom of involving her parents.
Welcome. What a pleasant surprise.
Thank you so much. Hello, Mrs. Kome.
Hello, Barrister. You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh, Mr. Rume, I'm actually here for you.
For me?
Yes, for you.
What for?
This is for your action and response.
Action and response. What's the meaning of this, Barrister? Barrister, what is the meaning of this?
My clients and I will be waiting to hear from you or your advocate.
Your client? My wife, your client?
Yes, please. I would like to take my leave. I have another appointment to catch up with.
Divorce? It wasn't part of the menu. Mr. Rume had been working on the situation and needed more time and encouragement. Definitely not this.
Jesus.
Let's talk to my lawyer.
Come. Come. Please, come. Can we talk?
Their pastor got involved at this stage. Perhaps he should have been notified earlier.
8 months? You mean you've been celibate for 8 months and you are married? Brother Rume, this is pure wickedness. How can you do this to your wife?
Pastor, honestly, I'm trying. It's not deliberate. I've prayed, I've fasted, or even sorted online, but nothing worked.
Brother Rume, you cannot continue to use physical solutions to apply or attack spiritual matters. And you left my office without letting me know all this while. This is pure wickedness. However, Sister Kome, you have to withdraw your divorce suit. This is not God's solution.
Sir, I would rather be out of marriage than to be unfaithful. I know God does not like divorce. Neither does he like adultery. But I'm a human too and I have feelings. I need to be satisfied.
Brother Rume, you've heard what your wife said. You must satisfy her. As a man, she has feelings. How can you be so wicked? You are trying, then you have to try more. You have to try more. Sister Kome, I can understand. However, you have to withdraw the divorce suit because this is not God's solution. As your pastor, I must tell you the truth.
Pastor, with all due respect, I will not. He accused me of infidelity to cover his own fear. I will only withdraw the application if he apologizes to my parents, then fulfill his manly duty for 3
Mrs.
months.
Kome's demands were without consideration. He knows she is entitled to her demands, but this was difficult for him. She is determined to leave if things didn't change soonest, and has even started making moves to do so despite their pastor's involvement. Mr. Rume is desperately in need of help. What can he do to save his marriage?
This is God's solution for your marriage.
Hello viewers, what an awesome time to be with you today again. It's your favorite program on TV, Decisions, and I'm your host, Iorife David. Today we're going to be dealing with a very sensitive issue, so sensitive that I just want to delve into it, and however, we'll observe all protocols. We'll be handling an issue borders on marriage again, confused man. Like we all know, we don't do this alone. Oh, sorry, I don't do this alone. I do it with you, and we also have our wonderful guest with us on set today. All right, with me in the studio with Deaconess Joy Alakwa. You're welcome, ma.
Good day, viewers.
Okay. Lest I forget, Deaconess Joy Alakwa is an instructor with the Army Day Secondary School from Delta State. Ma, you're really welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right, and like we always know, or like we always do, we have a balanced guest appearance, and today it's an honor to have the person of Ben Bureau Esquire. a legal practitioner. Mr. Benson, you're welcome.
Yeah, good reviewers.
Okay. All right, I also forget again. Mr. Ben Bureau, it's a legal practitioner with Bureau and Co. at Suite 47, Fute Plaza, opposite Refinery Junction, from Sapia Road. Okay, sir, one more time, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay. All right, so I think it won't be out of place to start our discussion if you don't mind. Okay, all right. Yes, I've been forcing myself to smile all this while. And I really have to smile because I'm on camera, but ideally I'm angry. I don't know why, but let me not be biased. So let's just smile. With what I saw right now, the flick and all, I'm tempted to ask, is the response of the man, is it the natural response in the circumstances like this? I would like to throw that to the barrister in the house, sir.
Well, you can, there's no art of delegating anybody's reaction.
Okay.
His reaction to me is impulse reaction.
Okay.
But every reaction must be balanced by correct reasoning.
All right.
So for the first reaction of getting angry, I think that one is misplaced.
Okay.
His anger should not be targeted at the wife,
Okay.
but should be targeted at the system,
All right.
not to the wife. The wife should be seen as a victim
Mm.
that deserves help, treatment, and love, more love. And see the woman as a victim and nothing more.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it brings me to a consciousness. I think we live in a society whereby victims of this nature are treated as perpetrators. I wonder how we're going to deal with this eventually. We'll get there, all right? We'll get there. We'll talk about that. But I want to find out from you, Ma. Have you ever dealt with a rape victim before, or have you ever been involved directly or indirectly with the rape situation?
Well, to some extent, I would say yes, though not directly involved.
Okay.
At least I've seen a case
Okay.
of a student while we were in school.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The reason I'm asking, I want to find out some of the effects of this rape. Okay. I want to believe that we have a cross-cultural audience here. We have both victims and perpetrators. You're all welcome, sir. We need you. You're welcome as well. I want to find out what are some of the effects of this menace on the victims.
On the victim?
Yes.
Okay. The effects are actually much, both psychological, physical. You know, first of all, the act, once it's committed, the woman physically is damaged to some extent. Then the psychological effect, the trauma is even that one that lasts far longer than, you know, the physical aspect of it. The physical, with time, will be taken care of with doctors, maybe the wounds will heal and all that. But the psychological wound is always there, you know, and it's a thing that takes time to get healed. It could take years. So if somebody has been found in such a situation, all he or she needs is help, not really wanting to blame the person,
Not
stigmatizing or whatever.
Okay.
That person needs help
All
from all
right.
and sundry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, man. There's one word that's been coming up consistently in the line of this talk, even as shortly as we've been here, and that's the word help. I want to find out help is ambiguous to me. Now in this situation right now, how best can a rape victim be helped? Whether by the society, by the family, or by the spouse or partner. I would like to find out. Yeah, maybe Sir can help us deal with that first. I also want your view as well.
If it's psychological, rape makes the woman feel dirty, makes her feel vanquished. You know, it's like somebody who takes something from you by force. You know, sex is only sex if the woman consents to it voluntarily, consensually. But when it's done by force, that is why you have the issue of rape. So one sure way to heal the person is to say, look, it's not your fault. It's the fault of you are a victim. You are not the perpetrator of this act. The man who did this act to you will be punished.
Okay.
In civilized climes, they will ensure that such a person is dealt with by the law.
All right.
And that is part of the healing process.
Okay.
To do people also should be for therapy, psychological advice. Let the individual know that, look, this is not the end of the road for you. It's not your fault. Pick your pieces and move ahead. And also ensure that the issue of stigmatization is reduced so that society will not see the person as this lady has been ready to marry her and all of that. So the moment we can deal with all of that, that is people, victims will pick up their pieces and move ahead.
All right, that's really beautiful and wonderful. I really buy into that thought, sir. Okay, I think in scripture says that a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Alright, so basically you are saying, we are agreeing that if these people, their mindsets are properly guided, they will receive the help that they deserve.
Sure.
This is amazing, this is wonderful. We're going to deal with a whole lot of issues when we come back, but before we leave, I just want to find out something. Now back to the husband. How would you describe, how best should he have handled this? How best should he have handled it? Now your wife has been abused. She's been abused, and how best should he have handled it?
Well, the man himself, I think what he would have done, he tried to do it, but he went to a very far extent, extremities. You know, he has the right, like I think I said it before, to be unhappy and all that, what has happened. But like the barrister said, his anger should not be on the woman.
Okay.
Rather, the anger should be on what has happened and the people, those that have perpetrated this evil.
Okay.
Now, if he had taken it from that light, he wouldn't have gone to that extent.
Okay.
Like the Bible says, be angry.
Everyone has your anger.
Yes, but let not the sun go down on you. That is, don't take it too far. Don't overstretch the anger. I think that's what he has done, that he ought not to do. He has a right to be angry, to be unhappy, you know. But to have stayed away for such periods, no. You stretch it too much.
I really want you to hold that thought. Yes, okay. He has a right to be angry, and I have a right to be angry as well. Okay, seeing that I have a bias for the female gender, but beyond that, viewers, if you've been following this is decisions, and we're dealing with confused man, an issue that is sensitive. Okay, like we know, and like we always say, this discourse, or rather this dialogue, is incomplete without your input. Right there on the screen, you see our social media platforms. We want you to feed us back. Let's hear from you, and so we can work better. I'll be back. Thank you. Does she have a ground? Does she have a legal ground for divorce here? And I also won't mind if you educate us on some of the things that will concern
those that are in charge, who can give you enough help.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at what I'm going through in my home, or this is what has happened. And there are people who are trained for such, who will be able to advise you. But
of protection towards the wife. So they should see themselves as victims and seek appropriate help. Because the matter is not a legal matter at all.
Okay.
It's not as if the woman is better.
Alright, viewers, you're welcome back again, and of course, your favorite program, Decisions. Alright, my smile is not confused, but we're still dealing with confused man. Alright, the tale of a husband who's getting all out with his wife for no reason of hers. Oh, that's how I see it. Forgive my bias. Alright, and we still have in the studio today the barrister Ben Bureau and Dickness Joy Alakwa. You're welcome once again.
thank you very much.
Alright. Okay, now before we left, we're looking at the husband's reaction. Alright, but on this call I want us to see something. They eventually sought a third party intervention. But don't you think it's a little bit too late right now for the counseling they're seeking, or rather the help of their pastor? Is there hope in that cause? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. To me, it's not too late.
Okay.
Yeah. Though it came rather late, but it's not too late.
Better late than never.
I think what is there is they should be ready to listen to the man of God. They should make up their mind, especially the woman.
All right.
Mhm. Because if we are children of God, we should, you know, be ready to obey, ready to listen to the voice of wisdom. It is true that she's angry and she wants to get out of it. And
Justifiably so.
yeah, but then that should not make you to throw away wisdom.
Okay.
Just listen to what he has to say and go and think. Give yourself a rethink. Because when you talk of divorce, if it's over, it's over. So that you don't do actions at the end of the day you start to regret.
Regretting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, now so beautiful, there's hope there.
Yeah.
She should listen.
Yeah.
All right. And you don't think divorce is the perfect solution yet. But I want to find out, before we start discussing all that, grounds for divorce, sir. Do you think this lady in question, does she have a ground? Does she have a legal ground for divorce here? And also, won't mind if you educate us on some of the things that will constitute grounds for divorce.
The woman has a firm ground for divorce.
Okay.
But that also has to do with the kind of marriage they contracted.
Okay.
Some persons will end at just the level of native law and custom. But if they do what we call statutory marriage,
All right.
which other persons will want to call court marriage, but
okay.
we lawyers, it is the appropriate appellation is statutory marriage.
Okay.
Then she has a good ground,
All right.
because what the man is doing to her falls under cruelty,
Mm.
and that is a behavior that is tolerable.
Okay.
And when the behavior is tolerable to her as a petitioner, then she has a very firm, solid, good ground, legal ground for that matter,
Okay.
to ask for divorce.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, back to we really want to engage your legal knowledge, as it were. I think there is this language lawyers use, or rather, that there's one ground for divorce. I would like to know. I would like to hear it from you, sir.
Now, statutory marriages are governed by the MCA.
Okay.
The MCA is the acronym for Matrimonial Causes Act.
All right.
Now, Section 15 of that Act clearly spells out the reason for divorce. By the time you read 15, 16, you discover that there is only one ground for divorce.
All right.
And that ground is that the marriage has broken down irretrievably.
Okay.
The other factors are what therefore constitutes the irretrievability of a marriage that is deemed to have broken down. That is where you see consummation, he's not touching me, he's married, he has not consummated the marriage, because being a man that he did not have sexual intercourse, that marriage is gone. The man has behaved in such a way that no reasonable person can live with such a person, without the spouse. Now, the law also goes further to tell you the behavior that constitutes the behavior you cannot tolerate.
Okay.
And one of those behaviors is cruelty.
All right.
And cruelty can be physical and also spiritual, psychological.
All right.
Denial of conjugal rights is a very strong ground for cruelty. That is denial of sexual intercourse,
Okay.
which is the case we're dealing with, is cruelty. So the man is cruel to the woman
Okay. All
for
right.
refusal of sexual intercourse. So legally she's on firm ground.
Okay.
She's on firm ground. But for me, I want to add a twist. If I'm to advise the man, assuming the woman walks up to the man and say, "My husband, when I took vows with you, the vows were for better, for worse. And no man will sleep with me, just you until I die." That is the vow I took. Now that I've been violated in the presence of you by other men, I'm going to commit suicide. What will be the take of the man? Will the man say, "Go ahead"? If the man says, "Go ahead," then we will know the kind of person he is.
Yes. All right.
But if he says, "No, don't go ahead," what will be the reasons he will adduce for the woman not to commit suicide as a result of the incident?
Thank you, sir. That's a very nice and powerful twist. All right. Okay. But I want to take up something from your line of thoughts. Okay. On the grounds of cruelty and all that, marriage can actually move towards the line of divorce. But I think this man is acting intolerably in this. It sounds like he needs help, or we need help.
Okay. to me, they both need help.
Okay.
Yeah, both the man as well as the woman. The man, for instance, I believe needs a lot of help because we can see from all indication that the woman, she has kind of forgiven herself
Okay.
and she's moving ahead.
Okay.
Look at the steps she went,
Okay.
to make herself, get out of it, going for the test, to meet her parents and all that. So the woman, to some extent, has tried her own part to forget the issue. But the problem is with the man. The man is refusing to forget exactly what has happened, and it's not good for him.
Okay.
If as a man you are going through such problems and you cannot, they are overwhelming you, what stops you from going ahead, looking for help?
Okay.
If you can get somebody, people who advise you, there are people, if issues like this come up, there are those that are in charge who can give you enough help.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at what I'm going through in my home, or this is what has happened. And there are people who are trained for such, who will be able to advise you both legally and otherwise, and put you back again. Right. If you had gone to say, oh, what do I do in this case? I feel like divorcing, I feel like not touching her anymore. If he had opened up, people will be, there will be people there to really advise him.
I see.
And he wouldn't go into real wife.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. So you are basically saying that this guy can get help.
Yes.
Psychologically and otherwise. He can engage professionals
Yes,
as well.
professionals.
Alright. Okay, that's beautiful. So there is hope for him, there is hope for this situation.
Yeah.
Alright. I before we round up, thank God for time. Before we round up, I just want a word of advice for a word of advice in one breath. Please talk to couples going through this and talk to the society on how we get out of this mess. Just
Okay.
one word of advice.
For people, couples going through this, know that if such a situation arises, it's neither the fault of any of you. So you've got to get yourself, put yourselves together and keep moving. Think of help, look for help from your pastors, from people who have even gone through such and have survived it. There are people, you aren't the only one on earth, for Christ's sake.
Thank you, Ma. God bless you, sir. So I would love you to just help address this issue of rape and all that.
For the issue of rape, the parties should see themselves as victims.
Okay.
Now, the default duty of government is the protection of lives and properties.
All right.
If the government has failed them, will they fail themselves?
Okay.
The man ran away in the first place, so even failing his duty of protection towards the wife.
Right.
So they should see themselves as victims and seek appropriate help.
Help.
Because the matter is not a legal matter at all.
Okay.
It's not as if the woman is bent of divorce. All she just doing is just a case of, if you don't do this, these are the consequences. And if the man can just take it, the woman has taken it. The person that should feel so sore about the woman, that should be the wife. But she appears to be moving on. I think the man should follow steps.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Viewers, it's been an awesome day with you. Confused man, I think you don't need to be confused anymore. Seek help, get help, and help is available to you. I want to say thank you to Dikines, Enjoy Alakwa, and Barrister Ben Bureau. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you, sir.
All right, viewers, till we meet again, compliments on the season.